Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? MrJDubYou here with a first ever patrol vlog. I don't know how well this is going to turn out, if I'll even use this or if I'll scrap it. But today is Mother's Day. I believe it's, what, the 15th, 14th, something like that, of May. Sunday of 2017. I wanted to do a Q&A with you guys as a little 5K special for you guys. I figured this would be a good opportunity to do some questions with you guys. So I had people submitting questions to me, and so I wanted to go over these. I have a list here. We'll see if I can get through all this. Again, I don't know how well this is going to turn out with the shaky. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully this turns out well for you guys. For anybody that's asking right now, this right here, I can't even point to it. This right there, that is my my dash lights. Maybe you could turn those on later. Can't turn them on in the public streets. I am in a Crown Victoria, first of all. Let's get that out of the way. This is a 2009 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. This is a company vehicle for one of my jobs. We can go over that maybe later. But that's what this is. And right now, I am in, I believe this is Vista still that I'm in right now, Vista, California. Doing some patrolling. And that's where we're at. We're about to get on the freeway right now. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll get started on the questions here. So the first question I received is, do you ever want to become an officer in real life, or an officer in real life? I assume that means a police officer in real life. Yes, I would love to become a police officer in real life. Unfortunately, that was not able to happen, and the way I would like to have done. I was planning on doing that. I just wasn't able to fully get in due to some complications. But I mean, that's maybe something for the future, maybe not. I'm not sure. Because there is, there's a maximum age that you have to be, that you can be, to get into the police academy. So we'll see about that. I'm not sure if that will happen, but it was a dream of mine. It kind of still is, but I'm not really expecting it to be fulfilled at this point. But we'll see. You never know what'll happen, right? Next question I got is, would you ever stop making DOJ videos and replace it with a different series? I mean, yes, I wouldn't have any problem switching it to something else if DOJ got boring for you guys. I mean, I can't imagine it getting boring because there's always something new going on, always something fun and adventurous, all new kinds of roleplay going on. But yeah, I mean, if it came to a point where you guys weren't enjoying this anymore, or if it became too stale for you guys, obviously I would want to move somewhere else to something else that you guys enjoy. Whether that's a different game, or a different genre within the game, such as doing online stuff, things like that. I've tried to switch it up for you guys, going from the police department to the civilian department, and then as well going to the fire department, which is something new for any of you guys that are fairly new to the channel. You may not know. I've done consecutively probably about 75 episodes or something of close to it of almost all police department and civilian. Now, early on, I did a couple of volunteer fire videos, and then I wasn't able to continue that due to restrictions within the Department of Justice. But now I'm able to make those videos again, and they're all revamped, reworked, and I'm proud to say it's so much better now. For any of you guys, I'm not sure if this will come out before or after my my video that shows showcasing the new siren pack that I put in. You guys have been requesting a siren pack, so I put that in there. I got a beautiful siren pack made by one of our members, Josh N. JTAC Banana. I think he's got a YouTube channel. I'm not sure, but you can probably look him up and check him out. But yeah, he is. I don't know if he was the sole maker of it. He was the one that originally gave me that file, so I give props to him for putting that together. It's a beautiful sounding pack. I believe there's some gun sounds in there too, but I'm not 100% sure on all the exact sounds that were put in. It's a nice, beautiful pack, beautiful siren, beautiful horns. It puts a Q siren on the fire trucks, so I'm hoping you guys like that or will like that depending on when that video comes out, like I said. Next question I got was, what is the best and worst things about the DOJ and YouTube? Well, that's kind of two questions. So the first one we'll tackle is the best and worst of DOJ. The best, I would have to say, the community. It's a lot of great people. We get to interact, make plenty of new friends. I mean, we're at 600, 700, 800. I don't even know how many members we have now. It is crazy, blowing up. There's constantly getting applications day after day. So many that we can't even handle them, how quickly they're coming in. And that's just amazing to see that response from you guys and the interest from all of you guys. And we love it, and we love getting new members and growing our community. The bad parts, I mean, you know, everybody has its ups and downs. Everybody argues on occasion. It happens. You know, you live and you learn. You move on. But I'd say that's probably the worst part, is just sometimes we don't all agree with each other. And that's expected to happen when you got a community as big as the one we have, especially like that. So, I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. So let's put it that way, I guess. The best and worst of YouTube. The best is it's such a great platform. The community is great. All of you are amazing. I couldn't even imagine getting to 5,000 subscribers as quickly as I did. That was something that I didn't think it was possible within this year. Honestly, I was hoping for 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. By the end of 2017, I was hoping for 1,000 subscribers. But you guys have been amazing. You guys have blown up on my channel. I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. It means the world to me. I'd say the worst part about YouTube is just sometimes, I mean, it's one of those things that's really hard to go into, because there's a lot of variables in all of it. Advertising is an issue right now. It's a hot button issue, but it's something that will pass. And a lot of the issues are just that, things that will pass. Things that will go back to good and a way that benefits all creators. YouTube is always working on improving. They have a new UI that's coming out. For anybody that doesn't know, I'll put the link in the description. But if you go to, I believe it's youtube.com/new, you can take a glimpse at the new system, the new UI. Essentially, it reflects a lot of the YouTube gaming platform. Sorry, my voice keeps cracking. The YouTube gaming platform. And I personally love the UI of that. I think it's an amazing upgrade. It brings it into the 21st century, in my opinion, to everything that's modern. And so that's something I love about that. But I mean, that's what I was saying. So anything bad that's going on with YouTube, it eventually subsides. It eventually gets fixed, and eventually it's no longer an issue. So that's all I have to say about that, really. Next question is, what is the best thing that has happened to me since DOJ and YouTube? I have to say, just for one, making new friends. I mean, I don't even know what to call the best thing out of it, because so many good things have come from all of this. You know, making new friends, you know, learning new things, doing new things, such as the different role play aspects, and developing and honing my skills in that aspect of roleplay. On YouTube, I've met so many amazing people through the YouTube platform. There's so many amazing creators out there, and a lot of them are just so nice, so helpful. And I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin without some of these people's help. They've just been invaluable to me, and I appreciate them exponentially. And I appreciate all you guys just the same. All you guys that have supported me through all of this, helping my channel grow. It's been a lifesaver, honestly. And well, I don't know if a lifesaver is the right word, but it's been amazing. I love it. That's nothing I would trade for the world. And I eventually want to make this something that is a full-time career for me eventually. And I'm hoping that you guys will help me get there by, sharing videos, liking videos, growing our community as a whole. I see you guys as a community within my channel. I treat all my subscribers as a member of the community that I'm essentially starting with you guys. Especially anybody that's joined my Discord. You guys know I love interacting with you guys, and I will have that link in the description. If anybody else wants to join the Discord, I would love for you guys to come in, hang out with us. We love to chit chat during the day. Occasionally might do fun things together as a community with you guys. I've done games with some of the members on the Discord. So I mean, it's a lot of fun, a lot of different things we can do. So I would encourage you guys, if you haven't already, to check out the Discord channel and become an active member within this community that we're growing here. So the next question I got is, would you ever leave the DOJ? The short answer is no. I have no reason to want to leave. I've made some great friends through the DOJ, and I plan to continue those friendships as well as grow other friendships, continually making new friends. As I said, we have members that are coming in daily, to where it's unbelievable the amounts of people that come in. So it's a constant growing basis, and we're always trying to do new things, trying to improve, make things better, and so I don't see any reason why I would want to leave. Honestly, I just can't think of a reason. Next question I got was, what would I be doing if DOJ and YouTube were not a thing at all? Essentially, I'd just be working. I mean, I'm working now. I'd be working the 2 jobs that I have right now. You know, who knows? Maybe looking at a 3rd one, but I'd be working. Come on, people, move. Go across the street. But that's what it would be. It would be day after day, routine working. Not as much fun, of course, as doing YouTube with you guys, but that's where it would be. And I look forward to the day that I don't have to work my other 2 jobs. Not to say that I don't like this job, because this is a fun job, getting to patrol and drive around in a Crown Victoria, obviously, but it would be nice that I could, you know, play video games with you guys and, you know, grow my community so much that I don't need to rely on these other things. The next question I got was, would you ever team up with Polecat 324 and Bay Area Bugs or the Code Zero team? Yes, of course I would love to team up with them. I mean, we work with them on a somewhat regular basis within the Department of Justice, making videos with them for all of you guys, for all your entertainment and enjoyment. But I mean, outside of the DOJ, yes, of course I would love to team up with them, make videos with them, all those things. I mean, I would love to play other games with them as well. I'm not sure how open they are about that, so I mean, that's something to be discovered later. So we'll have to see how that plays out, really. But that's something, yes, I would love to do. I would love to make that a you know, a future goal, I guess you could say. I actually wanted to be a part of the Code Zero back before I was in the DOJ, because I would always watch Polecat's videos, I would watch Bay Area Bugs videos, and Jeff Faviano's videos. I watch those constantly. Love watching their Code Zero, Sandy, all those old patrols, and everything like that back in the day. And that was something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to be a part of that group, be with all those guys, doing all those fun things, and making some great content for you guys. So yes, I would love that to be a thing that happens in the future. We'll see what actually comes from it and go from there. Next question I got was, what are the advantages of being self-employed? I mean, I'm sort of self-employed, I'm sort of not self-employed. I guess YouTube, you can be considered as self-employed on that. I'm not doing YouTube full-time yet, so it's kind of hard to say that, because I'm not doing anything self-employed full-time. I have a business that I run on the side as well, that is basically self-employment through that. But I also have 2 other jobs that I work for outside of YouTube. And then, of course, we have YouTube, which I'm trying to grow, trying to make more active and make that more full-time in the future. But as far as the question, the advantages, I mean, I don't really know what advantages there are, except you can set your own hours. You can decide when you wake up, when you go to bed, when you work, when you sleep, when you take breaks. It's you're your own boss. That's what it comes down to. But there's a lot of hiccups with being self-employed. You have to be very disciplined, being able to know, you know, I need to get this done and actually get it done. And that's a hard thing for some people, is that they don't understand that you have to discipline yourself to get tasks done, since nobody is there to boss you around. Alright, the next question I got was, would I make a roleplay group, and if so, what would it be called? Well, fun fact for you guys, I did make a roleplay group a long time ago, years ago in fact. It was a milsim roleplay group on a different game platform. I don't really want to discuss it because I'm not exactly proud of it, but it did happen, and I'm not to say that I'm not proud of it because of what it was in terms of the roleplay group itself, but the platform was actually pretty childish, and it was something that I did when I was younger, so and that's really all there is to say about that. But it was a milsim group. It was essentially, a lot of it was text roleplay. There was a game platform, but there wasn't really actions going on. Kind of similar to what we do within the DOJ, whereas we roleplay out actions that you can't perform. Essentially, that's how that works, and we did the same thing back then, but it was more because we had even less. Essentially, we had no real actions that you could really do with a character. None that would at least conform to a military aspect. And so that's what it was. It was a lot of text roleplay, and I enjoyed it. You know, I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it. I met a lot of great people through that. Met a lot of crappy people through that, and you know, it is what it is. You live and you learn, you move on, like I said before. And it's kind of the motto that I like to go with. One of my mottos: you live, you learn, and you can move on. But yeah, that's what that was in terms of a roleplay community, like a emergency service one. I don't know if I could ever do that. You know, I mean, obviously that's not something I would do being a part of the Department of Justice, because it's not allowed. But if there was no DOJ in my life, you know, whatever, I don't know if I could do it, because it does take a lot of work, and I have a lot of respect for Polecat for starting the Department of Justice and running the Department of Justice, and all the other people that make it possible and make it stable and make it last, because that is a very hard thing to do, a very time-consuming thing to do, and I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could dedicate that much time and effort to doing all that work, honestly, for a game, essentially. Yeah, I mean, Polecat has a great team of admins that handle a lot of the responsibilities and help him tremendously. So that with a great team, you know, anything's possible. But you know, at least if at the very least solo, I wouldn't be able to start something on my own like that without a team, because I feel that's what it requires to get something off the ground, is a team of good people that are willing to work hard to help you. Next question is what is the best part of the USA? I imagine this came from somebody. I believe this came from somebody that's not in the USA. So I mean that's why that might seem like a weird question for somebody that is in the USA. But I mean, I love the West Coast. You know, West Coast, best coast, representing. But I mean, there's plenty of other great things about the United States. I love Hawaii as well. I've been to, I think, 4 states, 5 states, give or take. Vegas is always nice. I'm actually thinking of going to Florida sometime in the summer, fall. I think it's actually going to be technically fall. Looking at maybe going to Florida in the fall to vacation with my family. So we'll see about that if that happens. I'll probably vlog that as well once and if that happens. I'm gonna try to do more vlogging and stuff for you guys. If you guys like this, make sure you guys let me know. Put a like in there, put a comment. Let me know what you like, what you don't like about this, so I can improve. I know this is gonna be a shaky video, like I said before in the beginning, and I'm gonna see if I can get a better mount for my phone, because essentially it's on a mount right now, and the mount isn't it's stable in a sense that it's holding the phone, but it's very shaky because it's a very big piece of hardware that's not really designed for sitting in a car, but it was something that was really sturdy, so I wanted to get that. It does shake, but it is sturdy. So I'm gonna probably work on getting something better for you guys. This is just something that I wanted to do at a moment's notice kind of thing. I was debating how I wanted to do this Q&A, and so that's what I went with. Decided to do this for you guys. Hopefully you guys like this. Next question is, who is my favorite YouTuber? That's a very hard question, because there's a lot of amazing YouTubers. There's a lot of amazing YouTube groups. people like Rooster Teeth, Achievement Hunter. You know, the I can't name any off the top of my head. Game Grumps. There's a lot of groups that are great, and there's a lot of single creators like Polecat, DOJ, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. There's a lot of people in the YouTube community that are amazing YouTubers. I can't say that I have one favorite because I transition, honestly. I transition between who I like the most. You know, it's one of those things, you get tired of something for a while and then you go to something else. And so that's kind of how I operate when it comes to watching YouTubers. Is I'll enjoy something for a while and then I'll switch to a different YouTuber and watch something else, watch a different genre, different types of gameplay, because different people make different content. And essentially that's, you know, if you get bored of something, you go to something else. I love all of you guys that stick with this genre, that, you know, are so excited about this genre and love this genre. I love being able to provide this for you guys. But for me personally, I like to have a little bit of variety. So, you know, occasionally I might switch over to Markiplier, watch him for a while, watch some of his amazing, hilarious videos. Jacksepticeye, you know, again, they all make amazing, hilarious videos. For me, that's what it comes down to, is it has to be something that I enjoy as gameplay-wise, and something that can make me laugh. That's really what I look for in a YouTuber for watching them on a regular basis. People like Funhouse, groups like Funhouse, groups like Rooster Teeth, and, you know, and all their subsidiaries, including Funhouse and Achievement Hunter, and all of them. Those are all great groups. They're all hilarious groups. They all make me laugh on a regular basis, and so I watch them pretty religiously because I pretty much always get a really good laugh out of all their content. You know, some people are really funny, and sometimes they don't hit it for me and might hit my funny bone, you know. Sometimes they do, and so that's when I might switch over for a little bit, watch something else. Nothing to say anything bad about anybody, but that's just the way, you know, that's the way it is. Everybody's different, and that's what it comes down to for me. Next question was, what is my favorite car, police or not? I don't really have, I'm not really one for favorites. That's something you guys, I guess, might figure out from this video, is I'm not one to have one set in stone kind of favorite. I like a few different cars, you know. If I'm going with realistic, simple cars, you know, things like Camaros, Corvettes, I love those. I love the Chevy line. Subaru has some amazing cars. The BRZ is an amazing car. You know what I mean? Then, of course, there's luxury cars like Bentleys, Ferraris, Lambos, you know, Bugattis, all those things. Those are all nice cars. I would love to have any of those cars. And that's, I don't expect that to happen anywhere anytime soon, if at all. But I mean, so that's kind of, you know, I don't mind cars. I'm not huge into cars for, oh my gosh, how much horsepower does that have? You know, oh, it's twin turbo, whatever. You know, I don't really care about any of that. Honestly, the big thing for me in a car, at least for, you know, what I kind of chose recently, was something that had, you know, better technology. So something like a Tesla is probably, you know, one of my current favorites, close to the top favorites, just because of all the technological advances that Tesla is doing, and how amazing that is, you know, technologically speaking. I'm not like big on like the, oh, we need to have zero emissions. I mean, that's cool, that's amazing, but that's not what that's not what I like a Tesla for. I like a Tesla because it has a huge mother trucking screen in the center console that I can do all kinds of cool stuff with. That's really why I like that car in particular. Would I get an ex-police car? That's the next question. Yes and no. I wouldn't make it my primary vehicle. I mean, I know people like Polecat, DOJ, love to collect them, love to tune them up, customize them, buy them, sell them, do whatever they do with them. But that's not really me. I like having this Crown Victoria. This is, you know, like I said, it's a company vehicle, so I get the perks of, you know, driving this vehicle without having to own this vehicle, and I can still have my personal vehicle with the bells and whistles that I like. You know, of course, because ex-police cars aren't going to come with a lot of bells and whistles unless you put them back in, because all these cars get stripped out, essentially. They take all the hardware and stuff. This one didn't have much to begin with, and so it's very, very limited on what it has now. It really has pretty much nothing except the ram bar that you can see in the very front right there. You can see I have the ram bar, push bar. I'm not 100% sure on what the difference is between those two, but it's a Sentina push bar, ram bar, and that's, I don't remember the exact, it's like a watchdog or something it's called on it. It's got a sticker on it, but I think those are cool. I mean, it would be probably pretty cool to have a wraparound, but I like the ones that just got the front. It's got the bars that go across the front as well, so it's not just the pegs, because I know you guys can only see the pegs coming up the top of over the hood there. But yeah, I mean, Crown Victorias are nice. If it was a nice, you know, tuned up, cleaned up car, I wouldn't mind having it. I wouldn't want to go out and buy one that's, you know, completely worn out and everything and has issues, just for the sake of, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the upgrade process. I had a used car before, and I hated having to deal with problems. So that would be one thing that would turn me away from it, but if it was, you know, something that was still in great condition, then maybe. Sure, why not? Next question, would I ever get a bike license? Now, I assume that's referring to a motorcycle license. That's the only thing I can imagine, since you don't need a bicycle license. Yes, I would love to get a motorcycle license, and I intend to at some point in my life. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet and do the training and the certification, all that process of getting a motorcycle license. I just don't have the time, or right now really the resources to do that. But that is something I would love to do. I've wanted to do that for a very long time. Owning a motorcycle I would love, and so that's something I'll look at definitely doing in the future. One more thing, guys, since we're already here, just want to point out that's what the light looks like when it's lit up. It's an amber light, so you can see that it's a lot more yellow in this video, but it's a lot more orange in actual person. Next question I got was, what is the best thing about being 25? So that pretty much answers any age question as well. I am 25 currently. There's not really anything great about being 25 other than that you can rent a car. I mean, some places don't require it, but a lot of places around here require you to be 25 to be the main rental person for a car. So I guess that's really the only advantage. I mean, 21's when you can drink, so in the US. So I mean, there's not really much after that. 25 is pretty much, as far as I can think of, the real accomplishment in your age, being able to rent a car on your own. Next question kind of ties in with the previous one. Who's your favorite GTA YouTuber? Like I said, I don't really have any one particular favorite person. I really like the content that Code Zero puts out, so I'm just gonna say Code Zero as a group. That would be my favorite YouTube GTA group, I would say. Next question, what made you start YouTube and the DOJ? Well, the DOJ is something that I was recommended into by a YouTuber and someone that I've met through the LCPDFR community, whose name is Prophet. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of him. If not, he's a really funny and amazing YouTuber as well. He was the one that recommended me. The last group that I was with disbanded for a while. I think that they're back together now, but I'm no longer with them, obviously. But that essentially was what happened, and I was looking for another group, and Prophet pointed me in the direction of DOJ and told me it was something to look into, and I did. I did not find out until, actually I think he did tell me that Polecat was the one who was running it, who was in charge of it. And so that was something that, you know, interested me a little bit more, knowing who it was behind it all, and it was somebody that I enjoyed, you know, content-wise and stuff, and I felt like he was a good person, just from, you know, what I've seen of him in his videos previously. But in terms of starting YouTube, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel, a good YouTube channel, a growing YouTube channel. I had an old channel a long time ago, and I just wasn't active on it. I wasn't doing a whole lot. I eventually didn't like the branding. I really restricted myself on the branding with a name that was really restrictive to what I was doing at the time. And so part of what I did was, when the whole group disbanded before in the previous community that I was in, I kind of abandoned that name because it was really restricted to that community, and I didn't want to be that. So I changed that, and I rebranded myself to MrJDubYou. And that's essentially what I've stuck with, and what I think I will, inevitably stick with for the rest of my YouTube career. But I always wanted to have a big channel. I love watching other YouTubers, and I wanted to be a big YouTuber. I wanted to play games and have fun and entertain people. And so I hope that's something I've done with you guys. Next question I got was, if I had to choose to do one thing for the rest of my life, what would it be? I would say probably video games. I can honestly say that's something I feel like I can enjoy for the rest of my life. With everything that is changing on a regular basis, new things coming out. So I feel it would be good to have something like that, to where I could, do things that I love, like playing video games with you guys, and on my own even, and doing that for the rest of my life and making a career out of that. I would love to do that. I looked into being a game tester a while back, and I just never figured out how to really get into that niche. But that was one thing that I wanted to do, was play video games all the time. And if I had that opportunity, I think that that's something that I would choose. Next question is, what is my day job? Like I've said, I work 2 pretty much regular jobs, along with YouTube, as well as the side business that I own. I'm not going to go into the side business, but the 2 jobs that I do, more so full time, is basically office work. I do administration work, and I'm not going to obviously give out the company names, but that's essentially what I do. I work in an office and do a lot of paperwork, a lot of paper pushing, and it is what it is on that. The other one is, as you can see here, since I am in a security car, or, well, I guess you don't know that, but in Crown Victoria, I work with a security company and doing night security, and that's why I'm doing this now. That's why we had the amber lights earlier, and that's why I'm in a Crown Victoria retired police car. So that explains that for you guys, for anybody who didn't quite catch up to that yet. Next question, have I ever just gone on GTA and killed people? No, because I don't really find much fun in that. I'm not a huge fan of internet trolls personally, and so I try not to be that. Occasionally I'll have some fun with somebody if they, want to mess around or whatever, but I don't intentionally go out of my way to just be a troll to people, because I don't want it done to me, so it's like one of those things is treat other people how you want to be treated, and so I try not to do that essentially. If it's like a competition type thing, then yeah, okay, that's different where I go in and kill people, but in terms of, hey, let's just go online and kill people, no, I don't really do that. Usually lately I don't even get on GTA Online unless it's with other people and we have the intention of, doing something productive, whether that's the CEO stuff, the biker gang stuff, or what have you. That's usually the main reason why we jump on GTA Online now anyways. Next question is, what is the worst thing about AI drivers? There's a lot wrong with AI drivers. They'll say the worst thing is they like to drive directly into you for no apparent reason. In going through one of my videos that I edited, it's not going to show up just because it's bad content, but essentially an AI driver just steered from oncoming lanes into my lane, directly into me head on, for no other reason than just being AI. So I don't really know, that's probably the worst thing, is just the terrible driving that AI has. The way they freak out for no apparent reason, the way they just ram you and stuff. I mean, there's a lot wrong with AI drivers in GTA, but AI drivers as a whole, in games, they're usually bad. 9 times out of 10, AI driving in video games are bad, just because it's hard to come up with a perfect system, and it's still yet to be perfected. In terms of real life AI driving, that's still experimental, so I can't really comment on that, and I don't think that's what you're referencing. But I do look forward to a time where we can have AI driving in real life. I think that'd be really cool. So that about wraps it up for all the questions that I got for this Q&A. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around to this point, I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for helping me reach 5,000 subscribers. I couldn't do it without you, obviously. You guys, each and every one of you, make up that 5,000 subscriber base, and that's just something that still, like I said, blows my mind that we're here. I'm gonna have a bunch of links in the description for you guys. For anybody who wants to, follow me on social media, I have a Twitter account at MrJDubYou. I have a Facebook page, facebook.com/MrJDubYou. Instagram is at MrJDubYou. I don't post too much on Instagram, but it's there for you guys, for whoever wants to follow me. I'm gonna make that announcement right now. Snapchat, I don't give that out. I have a personal Snapchat, which I don't want to give that out to anybody at this time. If that changes, I will let you guys know. But I don't use Snapchat that often, so I'm not going to even bother with that right now. I use it way less than Instagram. So Instagram would be the best place if you guys want some pictures and stuff like that. Most of the stuff, I like to be active on Twitter the most, so make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this video if you liked what you saw in this video or in any of my other videos. I appreciate it so much, each and every one of my subscribers. I could not do this without. You guys make this all possible. Couple ways for anybody who wants to support me, anybody feeling super generous, besides just subscribing and liking videos and sharing videos, all of the normal things. I do have a donation section. I will put the link below down to Streamlabs. I have a donation page set up for anybody that wants to make a one-time donation to help support my channel, to support my video creation. All of that stuff goes back into the channel, whether it's hardware upgrades, things like that, software licensing, all the things that make my channel. It's not free. Doing this stuff isn't free, and by no means am I asking everyone to donate. It's only for if you want to. It's never going to be an obligation. I love making the videos for you guys to enjoy, but if anybody is feeling super generous and they want to, it's there available. That's really all I'm going to say about it. Same thing with Patreon. I set up a Patreon page for anybody who wants to do it more recurring. If you want to do a monthly pledge, essentially, you get some extra perks for signing up with Patreon on that. And I will have the link below in the description. It's got the Patreon page has all the information, all the different levels, all the different perks that are involved with that. So you guys can feel free to check it out. Like I said, you don't have to. It's never an obligation. It's always greatly appreciated for any contribution, small or large. Every donation helps. Every contribution helps. Every pledge helps. So if anybody's feeling generous, by all means, awesome. If not, that's totally cool. You can enjoy my content free. I'm never gonna make anybody, make anybody pay for it. I don't want to do that. So that's about all I have for this. Oh, one more thing I wanted to add. Is a PO box I have set up. I will put that in the description. So you guys, if anybody feels like sending me anything, letters, fan mail, fan pictures, whatever, it's there. You guys can start sending me stuff if you guys have been looking for that. I think I've gotten a couple requests for that since the start of my channel, so I eventually made it now, since we're at this 5K, this big point. This is a big milestone for me. It's not, maybe not for some other people, and in YouTube as a whole, but it's 5,000 subscribers is a lot. I don't take that lightly. So I just wanted to, I wanted to do something special for you guys. I wanted to, make this video so you guys can have a little bit of insight into my life. If you guys like this, I can do more vlogs like this of this kind of different variety, things like that, just let me know. Comment, like, let me know what you guys think of this. I appreciate it. Thank you so much again for those 5,000 subscribers, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day, and happy Mother's Day.